Good evening, everybody. Are you all right? Fingers crossed you can see all 5 of us. Emma is having some problems with the technology, so whether or not there'll just be 4 birds tonight, and the 30-year-old who is struggling with the laptop as well. But shall we all do a cheers to a G? Happy birthday, G.
Cheers, G.
Did it?
Cheers, G.
Got the 30.
Yeah, we
Got the
coronaed
30.
it. We're not going to let it stop us, are we, Meg?
No. It's on offer though, isn't it?
I know, right? Could do
Well,
it.
could you I imagine shares and everything of that beer have gone right down.
Or will they have gone up?
Oh,
Will it
yeah,
have had an opposite effect?
Like
There's
a
some
joke.
good marketing to be had, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
Oh, Chris, thank you, everybody, for G's nice comments. Yes, fun does start at 30, Chrissy. You're exactly right, my darling. You are exactly right.
Let's bloody hope so.
Although the slight problem is, I just realised that how it's laid out, you can't see G and M because of the comments. That's not good, is it?
It's not good, is it? Oh, that's it. G's just like a floating head, though. Oh,
G's ahead.
No,
I just have to reach over the side.
Emma's gone. We might be without Em for a bit. We'll keep an eye on her.
She's just struggling. She'll come back on in a bit. She's just sorting out her phone. She's saying it's doing her head in, but she'll come back on.
So how was your birthday then, G? Was it good?
It was a good birthday. It was a very, very good birthday. I've been very, very, very lucky this year. Got spoilt rotten. Burnt me back. But yeah, it was good. It's very raw. Very raw.
Can you not lie on your back? Is it that bad? Is it a bit
it's
tender
not
when you lie down?
Painful. With my back, I could be in the sun for 10 minutes and it'll be like the deepest shade of maroon, but there'll be no pain. And then the day after, red will go, but the pain will then be there. It's like they don't be there. They don't like it at the same time. You know what I like with timings. My body likes to follow the same kind of pattern. So yeah, but today I'm just a bit like, oh, that's a bit nippy.
Tender.
Bit raw.
A little bit.
It's like when you feel cold because you're that sunburn, you feel cold.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That annoying stage, but then you don't want to put a cover on you because then you're hot and sweaty. Oh,
yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah, and then you got to do my worst thing, which is put loads of moisturiser on, which is just and then just layer up and feel all sticky and sweaty.
Yeah. Just stick to stuff.
Yeah. Feel any different then, G? Do you feel older? Do you feel wiser?
Not any wiser. I feel a little bit like no one can give me shit now. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to hear any lip. I don't want to hear it. And if I give you any lip, it's like I don't want to hear your excuse because I'm 30 now. I'm a proper adult. Do you know what I mean? I can say what I want, and you just have to take it because I'm 30. I'm an adult.
Yeah.
I just feel a bit. I don't know. I just feel a little bit like, right, okay, world's my oyster. I almost feel like a bit Carl Pilkington-esque. I can just say what I want.
Get away with it. You couldn't last week, but this week's fine.
Yeah, last week it was like, shut up, you're a child. You don't know anything about life. Whereas now it's like I'm 30. I've gone through some stuff. Listen to me. Survived a pandemic in my day. Back in my day. Rationing toilet roll. You don't know you're born.
Yeah, because you could argue that in your day there were rations. There were rations of toilet roll. There were rations of soap.
Yeah, pasta. For a short period, we had no pasta in England. It was mind-boggling, horrendous time to be living through.
And then Emma comes along and looks like Moana.
If she can't.
Okay, you're welcome.
Oh, well, thank you everybody for saying how glam we look. Yeah, we made a bit of an effort, girls. We thought we'd make an effort. I've got one of these annoying tops, though. I thought I'd wear a top where I don't normally get to wear it because it does that.
What? Well, when you move and then
it's just not a practical top, is it? It's one that's got elastic around it, so it just sort of rides up.
I can't wear those tops though, and like a boob tube, because then it squashes my boobs down into an unusual shape, or they're just like not having this and they just pop out. It's too much in my pants.
Chrissy says, and flour. Yes, we did run out of flour as well. The world was strange. The world was strange
It
when
is.
people didn't even want to say that they wanted a certain type of beer. I'm
Yeah,
going to get sick of this top. I might just whip it off.
just take it out. Just take
Although
it
I've got, like, you are right though with those tops, because you end up with sort of like a really flat bit at the front, and then you
It
end up
pushes everything down, and then
Yeah.
all the volume comes lower. But then if you try and wear a strapless bar, it's like someone's just stuck 2 bowls to your chest. It's not. You can't get it
that's
right.
currently me. Yeah, no,
Not comfy.
no. So did you get everything you wanted to then, G? Did you get all your presents that you wanted?
To be fair, I'm a bit of a nightmare in terms of if you go, well, what do you want? I go, well, I don't need anything. Don't worry about it. Which 9 times out of 10 on a birthday or at Christmas means that I end up with a plethora of socks and comfy pants. So I'm glad that everyone was like, no more pants. We've got to get her something. So yeah, I did, to be fair. Gonna have some bit Botox, thanks to you girls. Let me get it pulled back, bit of rigor mortis.
She did ask
she
for
did
this.
know.
I'm going to
Yeah.
say it like it wasn't like that. We were like, you're 30 now. You need some injections in your face.
Now you're 30, we need to sort your face out. You're doing nothing for business. It wasn't that. I've been banging on about it for a year, about wanting to sort my face out.
Oh, could you imagine?
Yes, yeah. But yeah, and yes, Harriet, yes, I do like my present from you. My sister got me a very, very gorgeous Ralph Lauren leather, beautiful, classic kind of tote bag. So that
But
was
Harriet,
gorgeous.
But we already knew about it though, didn't we? Harriet, we already knew about that, babe, because you told her ages ago.
Me and Harriet have a tradition, for anyone listening, me and Harriet have a tradition where Harriet like interviews me for like 4 hours straight. She'll ask me what I want, analyse my questions, analyse my life over it. Then she'll go off and do her own thing. And then roughly about a week before when the present should be gifted, Harriet will be like, do you want to know what you got? Do you want to know what you've got? So it's a game that we play now. So we know that she's going to show me before I unwrap it. I know I'm going to see it before I unwrap it. But it's just a tradition that's been going on for years. So yeah, we knew about the bag, but luckily we like it. What else did I get? You girls got me the nice watch. Got a new Michael Kors watch. Mum got me a lovely. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it this way. Little.
That's lovely.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll focus.
Nice. No, that's
Is that
diamond
stone in it?
Bit of green.
Yeah,
Emeralds.
diamond and emeralds. Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. Bless her. She was like, "Well, no one else is going to buy you diamonds, so I might as well be the first person to buy you some." Which is true. So thank you, Deborah. Might drop that. She's got good taste. She can buy all my diamonds if she wants. That's fine. My nan stuck us 30 quid in a card.
Beautiful.
Well, at least it's relevant. It was the same birthday card as the past two birthdays, though. She just stuck a 3 and a 0 to the top right hand corner.
Oh, bless her.
I'm guessing they were bulk buy. That's just me now.
Nice. That's nice.
I think she's just got a set card for all of us, and each year she just sticks numbers on.
I think that's an older generation. They always think like, well, we always want you to have same, so I'll get you it same. But then you always end up having same as your same.
Always. But yeah, she signed it off from her and the dog.
Oh.
The obligatory paw print on the bottom, like the.
Oh no! He has a proper. As a proper little yellow.
I do that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That says everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Paw print.
Yeah.
Wow. Dog doesn't even know who I am. What else did I get? What else? Oh, Natalie. So I should have warned that she's going to kill me for not wearing this T-shirt. But she got me a Friends themed T-shirt, and it says the one where I turn 30.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to live in that for the rest of, maybe June. I'm just going to drag this out. I've talked about it enough. She got us a nice bottle of flavoured gin, and then she got me, it's a very me thing, but she got me it's by a local artist, and they basically take proper Pantone colours and then they match it up to certain things in Sheffield. So it might be the colour of the Crucible or the Arts Tower or Dev Green, Winter Gardens and stuff. I need to hang that up. So, but that's really, really lovely. And then I had a lot of booze, of which I drank 5 bottles of the 7 that I was gifted last night.
But you're wise and older now, so it's fine. It doesn't matter. You don't get drunk in the same, hungover in the same way. I think when you're older.
Don't. I honestly don't. 5 bottles of fizz, and I woke up and I was like, oh.
I don't agree.
Oh,
No.
okay. I mean, I looked.
Were you okay? Were you okay? Were you okay like the day after?
For once, yeah, I was a bit like, oh, okay, like a bit of a headache. We have a coffee, and then we just got on with the day. Either that, or I've just stayed pissed.
Drunk, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just lying.
You're still birthday bubble. It's still the birthday bubble, though, isn't it? Because I remember last year. Mind you, your birthday bubble last year was well and truly a little bit popped when we were going out. Did you do an all-day? Was it an all-day sesh brunch on the Saturday?
Yeah,
and then we went out on the Sunday.
Yeah. Me and the fam, and a few of the close ones. We'd gone out to give it me now. I've lost all my bar names. Lost and Found. Yeah. Did Lost and Found. Did bottomless brunch. But the problem with that was that there was me, Ali, and my mother, and that's like a trifecta of death. So this poor girl couldn't keep up, so she'd like top us all up, and then she'd be like, right, I've topped them up, they've got the food, they're going to be solid for 20 minutes, and it was like 7 minutes. Babe, Susan, another round, exactly the same, yeah, another round, literally every 5 to 7 minutes. So she hated us, and then we moved outside because they needed the table. I'm not going to try and guess how much money or how many bottles we had, because it was a disgusting amount. I had to put Chris in a taxi because he couldn't walk. And then we all kind of descended at some point when the sun was setting. We descended into Nonna's. I do my thing where I decide that I can salsa dance, which just was me stamping on the floor.
You do a little bit of a hand thing. You do a hand thing though at the same time, just to sort of flare it up.
Because in my head it's like, and I'm like, well, that's what they do in Cubanas. They just kind of like float the hands around the waist and stomp about a bit. In my head, I'm up there in the ballroom.
You can tell because on your face it looks like you know what you're doing as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you remember at Christmas time she was doing it salsa dancing in Kettle Black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Meggie had to take her away. Meggie had to move her.
And then she fell over.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. I did miss that.
That's when I thought I'd broken my hand the next day.
Yeah. No, you told me and I was like, you fell?
She was really handy. She was really handy.
She just replied saying, I'm not going to do Lady Marmalade again.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Lady Marmalade,
really handy.
The whole thing.
Marmalade had you, mate.
You went down and then you
mate.
didn't come back up.
No, she just stayed there. She stayed there. She stayed down. She stayed down.
To be fair, Nonna's, I managed to stay on my feet, but then a waiter, who unfortunately, him and the rest of the staffing team at Nonna's still remember my face. I think he might have been telling me to maybe stop stamping on the floor, but I decided that he actually wanted to make out with me, because why wouldn't he? So yeah, there was definitely a potential for a sexual assault claim in that. I made him bleed. I bit his lip and I made him bleed. And then I went to the toilet and I got locked into the toilet. And obviously being that drunk, being locked in a toilet, the tears, the dramatics, they had to kick door down. And then it turns out, in amongst all of this, I'd gone and got a glass of Prosecco from home, and they were like, oh, that's going to be whatever. I was like, whatever, and walked off. And so when they got me out of the toilet, they were like, oh, so you owe this money for this Prosecco? And I was like, and all of them were like, no, she's just been locked in your toilet. She's not paying for anything. She's traumatized. No. The night ended quite quickly after that. And then we did lunch the next day.
Yeah. have you seen? Did you see the waiter? I think didn't you last time I went in? You were like, that's the waiter.
For brunch.
That's him.
When we went, the last night out we went on, he was in, and I went to the bar to get us all a drink, and one of them nudged him, and then he nudged down the line, and I was like, oh my God.
She's back. It's her.
Like,
back.
No more. Cut her off. And then when we went for brunch, he was also in there.
Was he?
Yeah. Which is annoying because they're doing amazing brunch, and I want to go in there, but I need him to forget about me.
It's quite hard. It's quite hard to forget about someone that snogs you when you're telling them consistently that you're gay, and then also to think that actually you might turn him by seductively biting his lip, because that might work.
There we go.
I don't get why I'm single. I think my techniques are strong, if I'm being honest.
A strong 30 out of 30.
Oh, do you know what? Honestly, gee, I hope you whispered in his little ear, and you did it in a Spanish accent, because you were all in the zone,
Spanish
like Spanish Buzz from Toy Story, and it's I hope that happened. If not, we'll have to just reenact it when we can go back out, because that'd be.
You can guarantee though, in her head, it probably sounded like perfect Spanish, but what really came out was hello.
It was just like fascio, Chris
Prosecco.
Oh my God.
I love it. Because you could. I miss that. I miss G drunk, because when G gets drunk, you can tell when she's drunk, because she goes into her head and she creates stories in her head about what's happening around her.
Yeah.
So she convinces herself. Well, last time we went out, she convinced herself that Justin Timberlake was dancing with a salsa.
I did. I actually
did. Because she was in Kettle Black. Justin Timberlake arrived at Kettle Black, and that's when George started salsa dancing.
So attractive in my mind. Like, I think I get.
It wasn't though.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Nothing like Justin Timberlake.
Really sad that nothing happened, and me and Emily were like, no.
Plus, also, you did fall over right in front of him.
But
was it him?
It was him.
Right.
But then in between all of this, there was also the poor boy that was just trying to leave the premises with his mates.
That just happened to bump into you, and you convinced yourself, well, he loves me. He needs to snog.
He's touched my elbow. That's it. We're in it forever.
And he was really tall, so you had to go right on your tippy toes to grab his neck to pull his face down.
Climbed him like a tree.
She did.
Like a koala, mate. Like an absolute koala. And I were in my high heels already as well, so he must have been tall.
Oh my God!
She really,
George,
and she does a good snog. George does a good snog.
Oh yeah.
clinging on.
It's like a lioness picking up a cub. I literally get him by the scruff of the neck and hold them there. I'm paralysed with fear.
You could tell we was going to have that night with you though, because at the beginning, before we got ready, you had 2 outfits.
I did.
What was there? There was a tiny bit of cleavage, but I think it was a jumpsuit. So
it wasn't. It was the black long sleeve dress, but it was sheer.
That was it.
Boob upwards, but it was leopard.
That was it. Really classy and
classy, sophisticated. Yeah.
And then the other option was
bougie.
A slut. It was slutty. It was everything. It was everything. It was everything. It was nothing else.
Yeah, it was just black dress with legs, right?
Yeah, but there was side boob, there was side boob, there was thigh.
Top boob, under boob, side
boob.
Fanny,
dress.
I loved it because you felt good as well. You could tell you felt good.
Oh yeah, I mean I filled it well. So, I look banging, but it's not. I think not everyone needed to see it.
You had the sophisticated one on, and I feel like me and Emma were like, just try the other one for us.
Yeah,
just try that. Just put that other one on. Just please put that other one on.
It was.
And I was like, that's it. Then
it was more like if Justin Timberlake had actually met you and you were going for a date, or if one of the lads that you snogged. Well,
no, Justin Bieber. It was.
What?
Was Justin? Are we saying Justin Timberlake was there?
Yeah, she thought it was Justin Timberlake.
I thought I was dancing with Justin Timberlake.
Why did you not tell me? I would have been
I was
on that
in my
dance
own
floor with
world,
you,
mate.
babe.
Well,
No,
we
he
were
didn't.
down- we were-
No, it did not look like Justin Timberlake. It didn't.
Oh,
Didn't.
okay.
It
No.
didn't. Didn't.
I don't wear glasses when I'm out. You could tell me it's anyone. I'll be like, yeah.
Oh, Harriet's got a question for you.
Emma's like, look at
let me
Emma
in.
on the general
Oh, how long have you been waiting, Emma? Let me in.
I didn't know how else to get your attention.
Sorry. Attention. Excuse me, everybody. Excuse me. We're talking about when George went when we went out on the Christmas do, and she was umming and ahhing between the sophisticated dress or the bougie dress.
Oh, get the bougie dress out.
Absolutely.
Get everything out.
No,
and then we were talking about how when she when she fell over and she thought she was dancing with Justin Timberlake.
I mean, what a Christmas party.
Ball, by the way.
It was a bad fall.
God, that was like all of a sudden. What a dramatic night.
Why did everybody see this fall? I didn't recall this fall at all. Where was I?
It was bad.
It was bad.
I think it's because we were all feeling sorry for Rob, who broke his shoulder.
It was that night.
Yes,
it was that
maybe
night.
She wanted to be in bed next to him in the hospital.
Hey, Madam was like, if I get severe concussion, we'll go into the same ward. Maybe that's why my hangovers are so bad after we go out. I'm not actually that hungover. I've just got severe concussion and whiplash.
Yeah.
Every time we go out, I end up on my back and not in the way that I intend
to. It's only when you get in a taxi that you realise you're actually injured.
Yeah.
Medically injured.
I didn't realise that because actually you're right. Every single night we go out, George is on her arse on the floor at some point.
Every time. When we went into, where did we go? Emma got us in. We didn't have to pay. We just went past the queue. Where was it?
Crystal. You did a twist round and then that was it. You were gone, flat on your back.
Walked in, scanned the room, went to turn to find the bar, ended up on my arse.
You do wear the skinniest heels though, mate. I must admit, them heels are skinny. That's what I mean.
You might have to wear a fucking summer wedge.
Summer wedge. I can't hit wedge age already.
Half 30.
It's all right. In the winter, I could just put my knee-high boots on. It's this summer malarkey.
Oh,
summer wedge.
Fucking summer wedge.
A kitten heel.
Last of the summer wedge.
No one would see me if I went out in flats behind Emma, let her lead the way to the crowd part. And then they're like that. Oh, what was that? Oh, it was a shadow. Don't worry, there's no one else. I just come up to her waist. You
actually would come up to my belly button.
I would. Well, can you get me a glass of wine?
Mummy, can we have a drink?
Dan, are you wearing a velvet long-sleeved high-neck top in the fucking middle of a heat wave?
Yes, bougie.
You cold-blooded ice cream.
Ice bitch.
Oh my god.
Got legs out though.
Oh, that's all right then.
She's cooling down with her thighs.
I see. Yeah, I know. I've got velvet on. It's like 28 degrees.
Doesn't matter. You go out in it. It's fine.
Fine. I live underground. I'm a devil. It's fine.
You're not at all. So I hope you've had a cracking birthday, G. I know it's not going to be over yet because I know you like a long weekend of celebration, and there's nothing wrong with that, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then of course the nice thing is, but also the nice thing, we've got after lockdown, we also have to do it again.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Times
Obviously.
2.
Can anyone Can anyone see the
What? Oh no!
Why?
Why
did this happen?
What's she doing?
I haven't done anything.
Last week it was Polly, and now it's Michael.
Oh, we got somebody. Oh, let's see him.
Oh, should we do the comments? Are you ready?
I want to see this.
Michael Padini, babe. One, not popping a titty for the homies.
No.
You know, that's not going to happen, babe. If I were going to live that life, I'd have my OnlyFans account running. And if you've got that much coke up your bum, I'd seek medical treatment, because if that still goes, my love, you're going to be having some palpitations.
I don't know. No, it won't come up because it comes up on the screen and then we don't actually flag it. I'm not even going to give Michael the time of day to go on the comments. But
sorry,
basic.
Good
no,
try.
don't apologise, because he moans when he wipes. He moans when he wipes his fart box. So let's not talk any further in it.
Wow.
Probably piles though. Get some
How do I get rid of him? How do I get rid of him?
I don't know. Well, Michael, good luck to you, buddy. Never mind, love.
And I am immune to corona, sweetheart. I'm not stupid when I pick my men. So yes, I am immune.
Blocked him.
Bye.
What's wrong with people?
Some of those comments are very interesting, but at the same time, it's a bit like, Michael, there's some level of desperation if you're trying to get attention or females
on our
being
podcast,
on a live,
all
on a
the
podcast.
stuff happening on Facebook on a Friday night, and you're like, do you know what? I'm going to comment on them 5 birds. Oh, Christ, come on, Michael, sweetheart, text a friend. See what's on Netflix.
He tried.
No,
God loves a trier. He had a good try. Yeah. But anyway, bye, Michael. How weird was that? Anyway,
who says
it's
that?
An odd fan. That's an odd mix of fan base, isn't it? That's an odd mix.
What are we hashtagging, Emily? Crying out loud?
I don't know. Could you imagine? I'd like to know what my mother would say to a comment like that.
Oh, she'd
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Mothership's on.
Is Mothership on?
Hillary, yeah, Hillary.
Evening, Mother.
Ah.
Is she on?
She would have him.
She would. She would. we were on holiday one time, and there was this awful group of men staying, and they were just boozing and drinking, jumping into pools at the middle of the night, and Mum was getting really irate, and I was like, I'll handle it, Mum. I went outside, calmed them down, did me probation, sort of like, I understand that you're here for a good time, but everyone else wants to sleep, blah blah blah. She comes out, I have never in my life heard anyone as obnoxious as you. Disgraceful.
Brilliant.
Okay, Mum. Okay, now you've ruined it, because now we've got to leave because they're going to get everyone on and they're going to beat us up. We've got to go. So we had to pack our bags in the middle of 3 o'clock in the morning to move our rooms, because she spoke to them that badly that they were being that awful, and they didn't care because she went in on them hard, and they were just they didn't stop. So we had to leave. We had to move.
Oh dear.
Love it.
But that was also a very random holiday where I found out what you could get underneath your boob. Has anyone else done that?
Yeah.
Or is it just my types of boobs?
What?
Well, you see what you can fit underneath it, like a hairdryer.
See what you can hold.
Hairdryer?
Yeah.
A hairdryer?
Right.
Yeah.
A travel one, though.
Bloody Lilo up there.
I could get a lot. I bet I could have done. I bet I could do. Yeah, easily now. I could get quite a lot now. Yeah. Yeah. My mother got snorkeling set up there.
Wow.
I mean, that's an achievement, isn't it? That is a massive achievement.
I'm not thinking
it.
You guys don't
George
need
knows. George knows. You've got things lying around. You're hot. You're exposed.
You get off beach, you have a shower, you're not ready to get the clothes back on, so you're just aerating, you're having a snack, you're having a beer, and you're just bobbing around. And then you're like, oh. And then you get a weird idea in your head, and then it's like, oh, I hold my sunglasses. I remember that from on beach. I don't want to. Yeah, it happens.
It does. It happens all the time. It's quite a good question. Oh, Harriet, no, we're not going down that path.
Sprocket, we're not doing it.
Yours, Harriet.
Oh, no.
We can't do worse ever.
From that.
Yeah, exactly. So that was the worst ever bridal.
Yeah.
What were we
still
thinking?
Going, the torture's still happening.
What were we thinking? I've got a really unpopular opinion, and it sounds awful to say it. I hate telling people what I do for a job.
Yeah.
That sounds awful, doesn't it? It's not that I'm not proud. I absolutely love it. And I'm so chuffed to bits to do what I do and to work where I am, to have everything. But the hardest thing is when you're out, or like that night out, at Christmas night out, there was a divorce party next to us. How long did I spend talking to that woman, telling me about weddings?
The worst placement of any two parties ever.
Divorce, tell me, she had to tell me everything.
Wear.
Yeah, tell me everything about her wedding dress. She had a black one. It's all right. They might not get married again, but if you do you do white suits because they're both lesbians? And it's like, okay, can I? What? It was just the most random thing, and it is lovely to talk about it. But
not when you're out,
not when you're out, and that's the hardest thing, isn't it? Because you love it, but it is amazing, but it's so hard. Because the reality is that everyone wants to ask you questions about it because it is interesting. And I met a doctor the other day. What do you do? I'm a doctor. And I was like, I have to hold myself because I want to ask so many questions and I've got to hold myself back and I said, you don't want to talk about anything, do you? She's like, nope. What do you do? And I said, I sell wedding dresses. I have a wedding dress shop. She was like, okay, can we talk about that? I was like, no. Because if you don't want to ask about what you do and I want to ask some serious questions, you can't ask me questions. I think because you can't be rude.
No, you can't be like, no, babe, don't work that way. But because I think, do you know what it is? It's because it's a job that you just don't hear of very often. Yeah. That's the crux of it. If you turn around and you're like, oh, I work in retail, they'll be like, yes, sound, leave you alone. Might ask you for a discount. But because you're like, oh, like, yeah, I'm a bridal stylist or a bridal consultant, whichever way you phrase it, and they're like, oh, what's he sell wedding dresses? Yeah. And they either want to go in with the nitty-gritty pure gossip, and it's like, oh, some of that stuff don't leap 4 walls. Can't be telling you that. Or they go, do you know what? I got married in? And it's like, sweetheart, 3 roses and a Bacardi and cocaine. You are pretty, but I don't give a what you wore on your wedding day. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm sure you look like a princess. I'm sure your dad cried and your mum was proud. But right now, in petal black, don't give a fuck. Don't care what you wore. But that's how honest you can be. That's how you feel, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because what else are you meant to say?
Because
my God, show me everything.
And you don't want to ruin that bubble, do you? You don't want to ruin it. But then when they try and get their phone out,
15 years, the bubble's been and gone.
But they're not. It's just one of the hardest things in the world. Where it sounds awful to say that I don't want to tell people, but it's almost like I'm off. There are not many times I don't think about the shop or think about doing something. So it's almost when I'm out or I'm at a party or I'm doing something that doesn't involve it, it's really hard to turn it back because it never goes. If you're at a party and you tell someone what you do, that person doesn't leave you. They are forever coming back.
Is it? It's like everybody knows where you work. So if anybody gets engaged, it's like, go and talk to Dan. Go and talk to her.
Yeah.
And I'm balls deep in a Merlot. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm like, what's your budget? You tell me what you like, and I'll destroy you. No, I'm joking.
I just think it makes women just talk about themselves and their weddings for like an hour.
Yeah.
Just to tell you how amazing they were.
Which is amazing. I don't mind that to a point. It's fine. It's more when they want you to talk about work, or like on that Christmas Eve, they're telling me about how bad weddings are, or something really random. And it was just like, my mind's blown. It's 12 o'clock at night. Emma's husband's just had his shoulder ripped off, and she's having an eye about whether or not she's going. My zip's broken, and you want to ask me about black wedding dresses and lesbian suits? Bird, I'm done.
I can't help you. I'm gonna go get a Papa John's. Bye.
But I think what saved me from the whole conversation was because she sat down next to me. Do you remember she pulled a pew up and sat down next to me?
She did. I was like,
wow. What stopped that all was George doing the big snog with the big human, literally about 5 meters away. The really tall guy. And I was like, okay, now I've got to go and talk to her about that. Bye.
Oh God, good time.
Oh, just say you're a private consultant. I like that.
I like that.
MI5. I
Thank
can't tell you.
Yes.
I actually can't tell you.
I can't discuss it.
Or we could try and do a Meg thing. You know how Meg does this, where she has this 3 thing, and if she can't understand what someone says, she agrees. So we could say, "Oh, and
what?
pardon?
That's not me.
And then pretend to answer your phone. Just pretend to answer your phone and not make eye contact.
Oh, brilliant.
So from now on, girls, we're private consultants.
I like it.
I like that. Yeah.
I'll take that one. We'll use that.
Change my Facebook application. Sounds better.
It does sound good, doesn't it? Private consultant.
Well, we are appointment only, aren't we? So really,
so we are private.
Private.
Yeah.
Super private.
Yeah. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. So we'll do that. Oh, Harriet said she went to one shop and they named themselves a life wedding coach.
Oh my God.
No, absolutely not. If you come at me with that, I'm going. I'm not.
I'd laugh in the face.
Crying out loud.
That's as bad as a.
Come on in. Come on in. Meg's gonna just come downstairs. She's your wedding life coach.
What qualifies you to be a life
wedding coach? I don't want to coach someone on the wedding. I just want to get them a pretty dress, make them look fit.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine being a coach? Like,
no.
In 10 seconds, we're going to work really hard. We're going to push ourselves for the last 15 minutes, and we're going to decide on dress. Are you ready? Steady, go! Perfect. God, cry now, cry. Could you imagine? Oh, I'd quite fancy seeing how they did that. Oh, it's interesting how people name themselves, though, isn't it? If you named it, a life wedding coach. That's interesting. Well, I don't think we'll ever call ourselves that.
No,
it's ridiculous.
Not our thing.
Ridiculous.
It sounds weird saying we're consultants because it doesn't really. That sounds very
finance.
Yeah. I do say that though.
Yeah, it sounds like it sounds better than stylist, but then what do you do? It's weird, isn't it? What do you do?
An
ass all day.
Yeah. What do you do? I look at naked women all day. Okay. Okay.
Private consultant.
We don't notice tits and ass anymore. We're totally immune to naked bodies now.
I've seen more nipples than fucking sliced bread. I don't tell you how many I've seen.
Don't anyone feel embarrassed?
Oh God, no. If anybody felt embarrassed, I was like, I'll just lift my shirt up and be like, fucking hell, this is embarrassing.
Oh, Dan, no.
And then get your pen from underneath.
Yeah, I'll be like, hang on, let me get my tablet.
Let me tablet out.
Emily, have you got the card machine? Yep. Although they are very handy for putting little packets of butter in that have been in the fridge. You know, when you're going abroad or they're in hotels, warm them up, put them in, put them down, tuck them in, about 20 seconds and they're perfect. Spreadable.
Nice.
Little life tip there, everybody. Little life tip there.
Nothing worse than unspreadable butter. That sounds really good.
I normally just put it under my leg.
Yeah, a leg.
Well, that's the same thing. Right. But to be fair, Em, yours don't really have any shadow, any.
No, I can't.
She can't even put a pencil under there. It just drops.
Or in between. There's no.
Wow, right.
They don't even like touching it.
Claremont, thank you.
I'd quite fancy a lift. I'd quite fancy them looking forwards rather than down. That's the plan. That's my 40 plan.
Do it now. Just do it now. Yeah.
Get done.
Life's too short to have shit tits.
I've told you the day. I've told you.
True. You're gorgeous. Like, get your boobs done if it makes you feel better. Just do it.
It's not that. It's more the limitations that they provide. The freedom of being able to do what.
Now, it will change your life. You'll be so happy. Just think in summer, just throw anything on. Don't matter. Don't have to worry.
That's what I like the idea of. However,
the bras can go.
The bras could go. There are two things that do worry me about it, though. I've got to not do very much for a while afterwards, but it's the fun things you can do with floppy tits, George. Let's be fair with the undercarriage. I'm not saying you've got floppy tits. But George, you know what? George has got a nice. She's got a nice little fold, so she knows what I'm on about.
I have the best
nipples in a good place, innit? The nipples like central and high, so you've got that nice bit. But if the nipple was low, then it would look very different. But you're fine.
Like mine.
Then you'd look like Dan.
You can have a teardrop breast, you know.
I'd have G's. I'd literally go in and I'd
bring
G.
You.
I'd bring G in. Can I have a smaller version of this? I still want to be able to have a, you know, I'm bored in the flat in an afternoon on holiday. I still want to find out what sits underneath.
Yeah.
Lovely.
You don't have to have an implant in.
No, just lift
a lift.
Just lift it. Cut underneath and bring it together.
But you may as well throw an implant in while you're there.
No!
It's like a cheeky drop in.
Open.
Yeah. Hair drop, just to give you a bit of volume. Yeah, whack one in.
Mind you, there isn't much. Oh, hello.
Sorry, people.
Is that one of your tits?
Going down at the top.
She's like, let me show you how bad it is. Come here.
You girls, you know how bad it is. I've shown you.
They're not even bad. They're not actually bad.
They're not bad until she stands there and goes, look at this, look at this. And then she goes into a right angle, forward, and puts her arms out.
And then it's just like that.
Yes, either side of your head. That's the problem, Em. You do it either side of our head and then you jig about. So it's like... That's the problem.
Everybody sits like that.
I quite like weird things like that. I wouldn't be able to do that with them, would I?
No.
Oh, but then how often do I actually get to do that?
You do it pretty damn often. I'm letting you know that right now.
Every time.
Every time you get your kit off. Thank God we've got social distancing in.
I do that. I do like to juggle with them.
No more boosts.
The thing
is,
you can't boost anybody.
You have a little
thought about that.
like a theme tune to your kit. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but it's like a little jingle. And this is what she does. She just goes, and then she goes, wait, watch this. And then she does the right angle thing. Like we've never seen it before. Sixth time that day we've seen it. We've seen it, babe. We've seen it.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm sure I saw earlier a question saying, are we going to celebrate G's 30th when we get out? Yes.
Counting down.
Yes, we
it's
are.
Mine and Emma's. We've got two. We've got two 30th to knock off.
Well, we're all mourning as much as I obviously it's not as significant as weddings being cancelled and holidays being cancelled, but we are mourning the 30th weekend extravaganza that we were planning.
So epic.
I was even prepared.
We were going to fucking go for it, weren't we?
We were going hard because we were even prepared to half the day on a Saturday, weren't we? Because we were going balls deep.
It was that important.
I mean, I would have blocked out all that Saturday. I'm not going to lie. I would have just blocked it all out for travel and, you know.
Well, George and Em, weren't George and Em suggesting MAGA? Weren't you suggesting MAGA at some point?
Yeah. MAGA, yeah. Okay.
Working half a day and then going to MAGA.
Go to MAGA.
Who wants a 9:30 appointment and then going to MAGA? No one.
Yeah. Imagine. I'd be there on the beach. Who can fit some snorkeling? Who wants a drink?
I've got a diary under my tit.
Emma would have been having sex with Rob on a stairway while some people were trying to walk past her.
Well, Rob was not allowed. Robert's
So who's
got
going to
that.
have kids?
Oh no, yeah, no husband, no kids.
Very true. Maga,
It was
I've
just-
never been to Maga. Never
I
been.
haven't. It was going to be 5 girls on tour, wasn't it?
Paradise.
Never been. Been a beefer. Been beef. Never been Maga. It's not
Okay.
Maga, is it,
So we
mate?
can't do that, and I can't do my booths. I've just realised I can't do boofing. That's not
You
good,
could
is
do
it?
boof. It's behind. It's from behind.
Back to face
Oh,
working.
no,
It's back
man.
to face working. We did our policy and procedures today, and I'm not lying with the amount of times I wanted to say. What did I want to say? I can't even remember what I said. It was wrong.
Something
From behind. From behind. Working from behind.
Everything
That was
from
all.
behind.
Everything's from behind. Everything's better working from behind. Better working practices from behind. Boofing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I shouldn't tell people that I like to boof.
Well, people don't know what you mean by boof. You're gonna have to explain what boof is.
My mother and my sister do, and you do.
Oh, I know that. I think I first boofed you, and then you were like, "What?"
Have I boofed you, Emma? I think you're too. I don't think I can get up to your boofing.
I think I'm too tall for you to approach me from behind and surprise me.
I'm not being funny. Who the hell would even dare try and approach
I'm
Emma
about to
from
say,
behind?
I don't think I would dare. I
You'd
feel like
fear
she'd
for your
kill me.
life. I don't know what'd kill you first, the whip down from the hair or the eyes.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think. Oh, Dan's ordered another beer.
I told him earlier that his waiter service was shocking last time.
It was a bit slow, to be fair. It was very slow.
3-star review.
So please don't worry.
Shocking.
It was quick at first, and then it got slower. But please don't worry, no brides. I don't think I've ever boofed a bride.
No.
Oh, have I?
Have you boofed a bride?
Oh,
Not on purpose. I've not boofed her on purpose. So a boot. Does anyone want to describe the booth? G, do you want to describe my boofing? Maggie?
Yeah.
It's yeah.
So you're washing the pots. You're doing it.
Every time.
You're having a few minutes to yourself, bit of reflective time. You're washing the pots. You get that feeling on the back of your neck. You know that someone's in your personal space. They're watching you. They're not saying anything, but the senses just they tingle. And then you can hear them getting closer. So the fear catches you around your shoulders, and you're kind of like, oh, I feel like I need to protect, but I don't want to come across rude. I need to finish this plate. You kind of carry on with your business, and then you feel this pair of hands anywhere really, from waist to upper hip. And you're like, oh, that's lovely. Maybe she just wants the kitchen roll, the milk. I'll wait for her to ask. I won't interrupt. But she doesn't say anything. And the grasp gets tighter from the chosen hold position. And then the fear kicks in. And you hold your breath because you know what's coming. But you hold your breath because you're like, this could be the last breath I take. And then she thrusts her pelvis against your buttocks.
And then says boof.
And then it's a boof.
Yeah, you've never done that to
and
me.
then she holds you there for a little bit. And then if you don't give her a reaction the first time, she will repeatedly boof.
It used to be called a bump. So we used to call it bump.
Bump.
So you've like bumped somebody.
And now it's a proper
I feel like
boof.
it's a boof because it's actually you're booing somebody because you're just like, you are ghost and you are just like, boof. Like, you are shocking. You are poltergeist at that thing.
I like the fact that Dan now, she actually says boof at the same time as me doing it because she knows it's coming. So I just sort of boof her and she just like, just double boofs.
I think I angle my pelvis to just get in there as well. I just enjoy it at the same time. Boof.
It's the noise it makes.
Oh, it's the slap.
It is on your arse.
Yes, you
How
make
it happens.
You clap.
Yes. It does. It's like your bum claps applause for the boofing.
I think it's the cheeks. I think it's the ripples, and they just kind of go up and down.
Dabba-donk-donk.
Chrissy, what does it say on Google? Tell us, Chrissy. Oh, actually, do we want to know what?
I don't know if we want to know. Maybe we should just
be
stay
like Blue
naive.
Waffle?
We should just maybe stay naive about what boofing is, because you girls, you're all safe with the boof. I'm still
Very
sometimes.
innocent.
The weird thing is that sometimes Emma's in the kitchen, and I have an innate need to boof her, and then literally all my instincts go, "Don't be a freaking idiot! Don't be an idiot! She's going to kill you. She'll kill you if you do it." But I still get close enough. I still get close enough to grab just in case, and then I back away slowly.
I always think that you're just caressing me, just like a lovely, like, oh.
No, it's a test. It's a test to whether or not.
And see whether
It's a
you
test.
can do it.
She'd love that boof. She'd love it. Thank you.
It won't let me use the words.
Oh,
Nothing.
Oh.
Thank you, darling.
I might give that a go, Chrissy. I'm not going to lie.
What is it? What's Chrissy's
I'm 30
thought?
now. I can do what I want.
Well, that's not what I do with the girls. Thank you very much, Chrissy. It's a very.
came on earlier. Is that you, Em?
Could you imagine? If you girls say, "Well, what happens? What does your boss do? Well, she boofs me." Oh, right, brilliant.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry, girls. Maybe I need to change the term.
How would you get the alcohol to go up? Would it have to be a
Boof.
Jesus.
an enema?
Is it an enema? Yeah.
Rose enema.
Boof. Like a douche, but a boof.
Oh, everyone's Googling it.
Oh, God. Your search history skills.
Change the subject. Change the subject.
Incognito mode.
Yeah. It's going to come up now on family iPad.
Oh, in it.
Well, they're all going to be on iPad, and he's like, okay.
You put the bottle
Okay.
Olivia, you put the bottle up and do a handstand. What?
I was asking how you get it in there. How would you get the alcohol in there? And then me and Meg were like, enemas, memonas, whatever they're called. I like that theory, though.
Yeah,
I do
that's
like
good.
that theory.
Yeah.
Just let it chug in.
Let that gravity go.
There we go.
I like how she said it as an instruction, as if this is like a reg thing on a Friday.
Yes.
She's like, I'm running behind about 30 minutes till I meet girls and I can't get pre-drunk in that. Oh, I'll do my makeup upside down. Boom.
I'll do a boom.
Yes, it might be what Michael was talking about then. Maybe he was appreciating the boofing. Mind you, he wasn't around with the boofing.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, you're right. Facebook sponsored posts are going to be a right treat now, aren't they? They flag this up.
Love honey. #ad.
Boofing. The best girls for the boofing time.
Olivia, I can't get drunk. Oh, bless her. She pregnant.
She got the duff. She got boofed the wrong
Boof
way.
as soon as the baby's out.
She got front way boofed.
Properly.
Front boof.
Mm-hmm.
Front boof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give us another unpopular. I like this unpopular. Give us another one.
Yeah, what's the unpopular opinion? Have we actually started a topic? Because I'm lost. I
did an unpopular one. I did not liking to say what we
do as a job.
What we do.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes, we did. Have we got another one? Or is it coming from people? Is it coming from you, Em?
Oh no, it can come from you if you want it to come from you.
No, I mean people, as in listeners.
No, we can do it. Listeners.
Oh.
Hey fans.
Hi, fam. Hi.
Although Emma's on a curfew, she tells us we can't go on for too long because she was knackered last week.
So late. It was so late. I've got a teething baby, guys.
Right, let's have everyone's unpopular opinion. Everyone's unpopular opinion, and the listeners are fans. Hey fans. You can choose the one that we talk about for the last bit.
Yeah.
So go on then. Who's your unpopular opinions? Emma, go on, do yours.
Oh God. Oh
The pressure.
no.
Pressure.
Not the same from the podcast. Has it got to be different?
Different.
Go on, do a different.
Okay, I hate wine. I only like rosé wine with lemonade. I hate white wine. I hate red wine.
Yeah.
It's all right. Just give it me if you ever get bored. Bring it
I hate
on.
red wine.
Love it.
I hate white wine. Hate champagne. I hate prosecco. I only like drinks that taste like pop.
What?
God.
Or coffee.
like
No, I get that.
I like gin. I like vodka with pop, or rosé with lemonade. But I could never just sit and have a glass of wine.
Oh God, it's my favourite.
What about prosecco? What about prosecco bubbles?
No,
I love it. I love
hate
anything with carbonating in it.
Hate it. I drink
don't like
it
prosecco.
just because of peer pressure.
Well, don't fall into peer pressure. Just give it to me and George.
Don't waste it, mate.
I know, but yeah, hate it. So there you go.
Emma, let me share something with you, kid. I'll call you that because I'm a bit older than you now. This is the first time that I felt superior to you in any way. So thank you. That is probably the best gift you could have personally given me.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not grown up.
You what? She'll
tell you
turn
what-
30 next week and then she'll beat my ass in the shop.
No, then because she'll turn 30, she's grown up. Then she'll want the prosecco. Then she'll be asking for the Tattinger.
No.
I like it, but it's just, and also it's really hard work because when you go to people's houses, they'll be like, "Oh, do you want a glass of wine? Do you want?" And it's like, "Oh, do you have any lemonade? Or do you have any pink wine?" Or it's just like, "Oh no, I'm all right. I'll just have whatever." And then it's just it's hard.
Oh, yeah, you're not.
Susan likes Baileys. I'm with Susan.
Baileys.
Love
Love Baileys.
Love a Baileys.
Get a nice gin liquor. Yes.
Gin liqueur. Nice.
No grown-up taste buds, Claire. That's brilliant. When you're 30, Claire's saying that's why you don't like wine, because there's no grown-up taste buds. When you're 30, your taste buds kick in, Emma. So you'll be all right, babe. You'll be all right.
Just
You'll be all right.
Me, I'm all right.
Right. Who else has got an unpopular one? Because then Emma's just given hers.
Yeah.
Strawberries. I think they're overrated.
Yeah.
Like they're really soggy. Like people are
They're
like,
sour.
oh, they're just like, does everybody
Sour.
like strawberries?
They're sour.
And like, strawberries and cream and all that. Not really.
The last time I had some strawberries, they were sour and they were horrible. So I don't like strawberries.
You've never had them ever again. That was just a bad batch.
I think you might have just bought like a green batch. They might not have been ready. But I just think they're overrated. I think people just buy them and they're like £4 a packet of strawberries that last a day in your fridge. Like they don't even last, do they? They're just like, there's always a furry one in there as well. So you have to pick out that bad boy before he clings onto all the rest of him. And I just think they're expensive for what they are. And oh my God, don't get me started on, dehydrated fruit in cereal. Like Special K red berries. No,
you don't know how old it is.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. You know, like you can buy like dried fruit in Holland and Barrett, like apple crisps. Wrong. It's wrong. Buy an apple for 30p. Don't buy a bag of apples that's dried up and crispy and not actually got any nutrition in it for £3.95.
It's true.
That's not for me. So some fruits, no. So basically strawberries and dried fruit for me. That's my
Susan's giving us
Susan, and I was on your side about that, Bailey's girl. Trying to play me.
Susan, you've just lost a fan.
Oh man. Oh, Susan, I was with you, buddy.
Do you have just strawberries, Susan, or do you put a spread, or
would you do anything else?
honey, or
Bread?
It's sugar.
bread and strawberries straight up?
Susan.
Oh, there's nothing nice than strawberries with a bit of sugar, which is weird. A bit of sugar and ice cream. Or an eaten mess.
Overrated.
Eaten mess.
Overrated.
Yummy stomach.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's another thing. Meringue. Can't stand
I love them. What?
Oh, I love meringue.
I
I've
love
been eating meringue.
Sugar and egg white.
And apparently it's healthy, so I just sit and eat it.
Megan, no, it's not.
It's not.
It's
very.
It's low.
No, it's what they tell you to do in it. They tell you to eat meringue instead of sweets, so I just eat meringue. I think you should have fruit and yogurt on it, but I like that, so there's no point. I'm just wasting.
Maybe just have a biscuit or something.
Yeah, but it melts in your mouth, and it's like, it's nice.
Right.
Makes my tongue tingle.
Is that what Bradley tells you? Taste this.
Get the meringues out, babe.
I don't think they're as fattening as if you had a bar of chocolate, but I don't think the premise is that they're healthy or low calorie. They're all full of sugar, aren't they?
Well, that's what it is. It's sugar, yeah.
Disgusting.
Oh, we've just ruined Maggie's dessert tonight. Do you just eat meringues on their own, like Chris, like poppadoms?
Yeah, I love it.
She puts hummus on them. She just loads of hummus on it.
So we're all doing our unpopular opinions. Go on then, George.
Which one do you want me to start with? How controversial do you want it to be? Just say something. I'm sure I'll pick
controversial.
Give it to us.
It's just oh Christ, how do I do this?
Well, it depends whether or not we're going to get sued.
Right, we won't do that one then. We'll just go for the one that's probably going to get. We'll just get the one that's probably going to get people a bit fired up, and it's a Marmite opinion. Feminism.
Yeah,
don't give a shit
over it. I'd like pray for me all day, not asked.
Don't give a shit
in return.
And I'll tell you for why, Emma. It's all of this bollocks. It's now associated with it, and it's like I'm not going to shave for no one. It's my own body.
Yeah.
All right, do what you want. I don't want to see your midi skater dress with your dark brown airy legs going to pick up another dress to try on. No, wipe or brush it or something. Like, personal hygiene, I can't be doing with it. And this whole like, I don't get paid as much. Have you been working as long? You're comparing yourself probably to a male GP who's maybe been working, I don't know, let's throw a number out there, 32 years. You trained and have been in the job for 3 years, but we're going to go on the Daily Mail and we're going to have a little kick-off and be like, I demand the same pay. Earn it. Shut the fuck up and earn it. You'll get there eventually. The beauty is women who were already there are like, I own my shit. I don't need to tell everybody because I'm already there. Do you know what I mean? I can't. I'm not up for it.
Yeah.
Find me a nice man. I'll stay at home. Take me back to the 1940s. I'm not about
like chivalry.
Yeah. Open a door for me. I don't need to be an independent woman. Pull my chair out. Order for me, sweetheart, if you want, because that is a battle. Tell me what I'm drinking. Pick my outfit out because that's stressful and all. Do it all for me. I just want to be looked after and look pretty. That is it. My only achievement.
That's the thing. They'll say it's like for feminism. It's like, no, you just don't like it. If you don't like it, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you like it, then that's fine. Don't say, oh, it's because of all these women and I'm going to bear my bra.
Yeah.
It's not going to do anything.
Yeah. Women died for our vote. Did they, Susan? Did they really? Because it's the first time that you voted.
Emily is fuming.
I'm not fuming because I do agree with you. I do think there is an argument for feminism, but I think people use that word far too much for just making a statement.
That's what I mean.
For just attention.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that annoys me about anything like that. If you label yourself, you'll piss me off. If you use something in order to get something, it pisses me off. I'm all for the true meaning of what feminism is. Yeah, I don't really think what a lot of people use feminism to reference, they actually know what they're talking about.
No, very true.
We're all strong, independent women, but we're not feminists.
No.
I don't need to label myself. I don't need to label myself as a feminist. I know who I am. I'm quite happy being a woman. I don't need to describe myself as a feminist.
We're usists. Like we're usists. Us. Like usists. Did that make sense? No. Do you know what I mean? Like we stand up for ourselves, like as a person, not because of the women's race or whatever, the species of a woman.
Yeah. It's just the anger and everything. Yeah. everything around it. There's a lot of anger around, and a lot of fighting, and a lot of negative. It was almost like, if you're not this, then you're not that.
But that it's a new age thing. And do you know what? You've got me on one now. It's not just the whole feminism thing. It's the fucking kids. They're doing me head in. 21 and younger. Shut the fuck up. Go back to bed.
Millennial. Is it?
Go back to bed. Have your hot milk. Right. Wipe your face. Go to bed, because your opinion is not valid yet. Don't want to hear it. But it's this kind of also generation that love a box. Love ticking a box, can't pick a sexuality, don't know what they like, don't want to have a career, want to wander about, want to have multiple personalities. No, sorry. Nice and easy, 1, 2, 3. They love a label. But now, because they push labels on the rest of us, now we're adopting labels. I don't like anyone, basically. I'm Victim Eljo. I don't like any of you.
You just don't like anything that's PC. You don't like any positive. You don't like any positive discrimination. You don't like anything that puts people in boxes.
No,
it's just normal.
It's just a bit of like, you're living, you're breathing, you're happy, you're relatively healthy. Right, good, shut up, crack on. Got shit to get done.
That's the thing. What G's saying is right. It's like, it's not just like, I'm not interested in everybody shouting from rooftops about who they are. Just be yourself. Just do it. You don't have to tell everybody who you are. You don't have to say it out loud. Just do it. It's fine. And then you've got Frida next door going, oh, Jimmy wants to nab a Janine. Well, then that's fine. But not everybody on Facebook needs to know that. That's fine. That's cool.
There's just a lot of anger around a lot of things like that, and it's almost like, you don't need to shout and tell me which label or box you've ticked. I actually don't care.
Just do that. Just do that, and then that's it.
I'm happy. I'm happy to do whatever you want to do, but don't shove the box in my face.
That's it. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
Got everyone riled up on that one.
Good and unpopular opinions.
What was the one that you were going to go weird at? Because that one you touched was a little bit edgy.
Oh fuck it! I've had half a cider. It's when people take it upon themselves to become like the streets person. It's like,
the nominated speaker.
I'll go. Like, no one asked you to. Be quick.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Don't need your note. Don't need you to check on me. Don't need your dessert that you baked 3 days ago. Don't need it. Stop. No one's going to say thank you. You aren't going to appear in the Star after all of this and be like, oh my God, Karen from Crooks supported her whole street and she needs a thank you. No, Karen, you need a fucking job or a boyfriend because you're pissing everybody off. There is massively two people. There are people that are selfless, and I admire massively because I could never be that type of person. You know, that creates the groups, will go out of their way. They're fantastic. They're the ones that don't ask for anything, and you don't usually know who they are generally. Yeah. You're talking about the ones where they literally put their name on everything, and they are loud, so that when they're talking about what they've done, they're making sure that about 3 other people hear them at the same time.
They're doing it for a reason. Okay, cool. Yeah. Not the ones where it's literally like, oh my God, she is a saint, she needs to be knighted. Not those ones. It's the ones that actually tell people that they need to be knighted. That's the ones that we don't like.
I've worked so hard this week on doing the street quiz. Have you? Because no one wants to fucking participate. But yeah, here we are again, watching your live video of everyone begrudgingly bringing this bag bowl out.
You are describing a woman that is like 2 doors up from me. You are
she's not listening.
Describing her to a T. And the neighbour that was 2 doors down from her actually messaged me on Facebook the other week to say it's her birthday. It'd be nice if you could get her a card.
No.
Are you going to be a Ross?
We're like, we don't know her.
Are you going to be Ross? You're going to be Ross Geller with the name badge and not put your $100 in. That's what you're going to do.
Oh, you went mad. It's ridiculous.
But they're also the ones
we can't really get to a shop. She made us feel bad.
But they're also the ones that try and do organised. They're the ones that try and do organised parties and organised fun.
Organised fun.
Yeah, no go. Also not interested.
No.
It's self-gratification. You're doing it for you, boo, and that is absolutely fine if you just said that's what you were doing. Don't shove it down my throat. If anything, this whole thing is I am so close to coming back off Facebook. It's so obsolete. I'm only on there for S10 sales and swabs. That's what I live for.
I'm only on for work. I hate it. I hate Facebook.
God,
I'm so close to coming
putting
off
their opinions down people's
God.
throats.
Yeah,
I'm
everyone's an expert. Everyone's a bloody expert on something. It's like we're all reading the same article on Daily Mail. It was released at 12 minutes past 8 this morning. We've all read it in bed or with a coffee, but somehow we've all got 70 different thousand opinions about it. No.
Elsa's well funny. She keeps. There's obviously someone in her street. Babe, do you want to talk about this? Because there's obviously someone in her street.
She's upset, isn't she? She's got a lot.
George,
you
started her now. She says, someone's singing in the street. No, you're stopping me enjoying my garden because you are strangling a cat. You can't sing. Oh, I'd love it if you could. Can you record yourself telling that person that, please? Because that would be amazing.
To be fair, I love her Facebook profile pic, like literally necking like a little whiskey. Like that's great. I love
with
her.
the little stay at home. Get pissed.
Absolutely, get it.
Yeah.
Get it on.
Be safe.
Love her. She's amazing.
She's a diamond.
Absolutely.
Oh, do you know we've gone really meh, haven't we? Last couple of minutes.
It always happens, though. It always happens. If you give us too much free reign, we just PMS our tits off for like 10 minutes.
And to be fair, I don't know. Are we all syncing at the moment? Have we synced? Because I'm looking at the watch like it tells me.
I'm on now.
I am due on in 10 days.
So we're all out.
I'm about 2 weeks due on in about just less than 2 weeks.
Oh, I think I'm about 3 days out.
You've pulled yourself right out of sync. You're not having any of it.
I've gone short and long. It doesn't know where it is.
Same. I'm all over the place. I've popped some pills because I can't be arsed with it. Like on holiday mode. Get that loose setting. Fuck that.
Don't do that, anybody.
No,
don't do that.
Don't do that.
Although most of us
popping pills, please don't do that.
Although most of us actually who have ever had the contraceptive pill will all have done that to plan to not have their period on a holiday. Let's just admit that now, because we've all done that, haven't we? We've double pack it so that we don't have a period on a holiday.
But it's when you do it for the holiday and then you get back and you're like, I'm not dealing with that. And then next month there's something. I remember once as a teen bouncing my pill packs to an extent. I literally had a bit of a moment. I was like, I've not had a period in 9 months. Because I just bounced my pill pack. I was like, if I don't have to deal with it, why am I going to deal with it?
Yeah.
Well, that's just disgraceful.
Well, I'm not on anything now. I'm now on free and easy. I'm like an organic chicken, just waiting on.
She's free range.
I'm balancing it out.
Speaking of chickens, are you all plucked ready to go for a lumberjack visit?
So lumberjack will not be making an appearance this weekend. Unfortunately, we thought it was going to happen. It's not going to happen. Hopefully, I'm going to catch him next weekend. I don't want to piss off my future mother-in-law. Do you know what I mean? It's early doors. So
yeah, 100%.
I'm trying to keep her on side because I can tell what's going to happen. It's if I push him now and I get him here, she's going to hold it against me. And then when we're trying to plan a wedding, the foot's going to go down and she's going to be like, it needs to be in Leeds. I'm like, it's happening in Sheffield. It's going to trigger a lot of arguments down the line. So.
Has he got any siblings? Has he got any brothers or sisters?
Yes, older sister, yeah.
Just a sister. So, he's the boy.
He's carrying the name. Like me and the uterus, we've got a lot to do. Do you know what I mean?
He's the boy.
We're carrying the name down.
It's the pressure.
It's the pressure. Yeah. It's the family legacy.
I can't.
So she's gonna cut. Oh, but she's already had the girl, so it's not like she's not had the wedding dress shopping. So you don't actually have to feel like you need to bring her then.
I'm not sure that's happened yet. I'm not taking anyone when I go dress shopping. I'm doing it on my own. Don't want anyone's opinions. I bloody am. Not taking anybody. I'll just send you a picture on WhatsApp if I like you that week.
Why? Where are you going? You're not coming to ours?
Oh yeah, no, I'll come to you, but it's like at a distance. I'll social distance you over there.
She'll just go straight to Jen. Jen, sort us this out with Marty. Cheers, pal.
Jen, I'm going to need a Martina jumpsuit here, love, with the nose.
And then I'm we're just going to draw this in. This. There we go. There it is. Yes. Done.
I can't wait. There is going to be a jumpsuit design for your wedding. That'll be without a doubt a jumpsuit.
Yeah, but that's not the only thing she'll wear. She'll wear something else.
Oh, there'll be something else. There'll be enough. There'll be one definitely for a few slap drops and a few salsa dancing in the evening. That is for sure. But first of all, before any of that happens, we have to see if George actually manages having a relationship to actually get to the point of wedding. Otherwise, it's a bit creepy if we're talking about planning a wedding and Lumberjack's like, babe, I'm just coming for the free range chicken. I'm not looking long term, thanks.
Do you know what's best is that we can't see who's watching. So Lumberjack might be watching this and being like,
okay.
Because he knows we're on. He was asking what time it started.
Oh, really?
He was running back from Home Bargains.
I hope he wants to bump you later.
Oh, I want to bump you
first,
all. I really want to do a good booth with you all. Right, I think we've hit, shall we say, a good night.
Yeah, I'm sweating now. I'm too hot. I need to get undressed. It's too
warm. Emma looks a bit tired as well now. So shall we
go for it? This is my face forever. Right, well, until lockdown finishes and I can go, but yeah. I need a nanny.
Thank you.
I need a night nanny.
No, you don't. She'll be all right soon. She'll literally come out of it just snapping out.
Oh, dear.
I hope she sleeps all right for you tonight, Em. Fingers crossed. I think everybody might be Can everyone fingers crossed for Emma and her baby sleeping through tonight?
Triple cross.
Let those teeth come. Let those teeth come.
Get them molars through, babe.
Oh, thank you everyone so much for joining us. It's been good fun. As usual, we've said probably the wrong thing, said too much, divulged too much, been a little bit too honest. But who cares? It's us. I don't know. It's us. And that's about it, isn't it? Thank you. We shall, well, whether or not we'll do it next week, we're not sure. We might do. I guess it depends if we can be bothered to talk to each other or if maybe George might be too busy or I don't know.
Ooh. I'll just do it. I'll still do it. I'll just have him next to me. I'll be like that, babe. Look, prove that you're real.
All right. Well, if we have enough yeses, then I think we might do it again.
We'll see what feedback is.
See what feedback is. Thank you so much. Everyone have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy your time with everybody. I know you're probably driving everyone and you're probably getting really frustrated with everyone, but it's been so nice for you to join us tonight. Thank you so much. It's been great fun. Hopefully we'll see you all soon. Stay safe. Bye.
And happy 30th,
Happy 30th, G.
Bye. See you later.
I can't end it. Oh, there we are. Ending it.
Every time.
Oh, I can't end it. Okay, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
I did
it. You hang up.
Oh, George is actually gone. I can't end it. It's not ending. Oh, it's just us again. Okay, you hang up. No, you hang up. Okay, bye.
Right, if I leave though.